Hi, I'm Linda Black, the yoga coach with Intune Yoga Wellness. And today is core sequence. This is a 30-minute asana practice for you to get into your personal power. We'll be working with second and third chakra areas with a lot of warming energy for the belly. We'll start in seated cross-legged position. Be comfortable, mindful breathing in and breathing out through the nose. Ujjayi breathing. In through the nose. Let's take a couple breaths out through the mouth. Just to tune in. And we'll do a cleansing breath where we draw in the energy and exhale, push it away. Do that quite fast. Inhale and exhale. One more. Bring the arms up, inhaling. Palms facing each other, hold the breath in. And exhale, release. Twice more, just a cleansing breath. Here we go. Ten, inhale. Holding. And exhale, release the bandhas. Bring the hands to the heart center. Shoulder roll. Heart wings out. We'll do it one more time. Two more. And 10. Good. Inhale, reaching up. You can take that as slow or as fast as you'd like. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. So just a really strong lift from the pelvic floor all the way up to the navel. Release hands to your heart. Exhaling. Shoulder roll. And then again, we'll bring the heart wings out and start with a little movement of the spine just to warm up. Side. Inhale up and over. Exhaling to side. Inhale up. Exhale over. And again. Beautiful. Come to vertical spine. Begin to circumduct. So we go to the right, back, left, and front. And again, 3 times. And then reverse that action. Inhale and exhale. Beginning to feel the movement in the spine in all 5 directions. And we'll take it forward and back. This is a little cat-cow. The inhale is a dip up, an extension. Exhale, a flowy movement back. Inhale, rising up, and exhale back like the rolling of a wave. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time. And exhale. Stand tall. Vertical spine. Shoulders back. Head relaxed and tummy strong. So we want this grounded foundation to feel power from the sit bones all the way up through the spine. And we'll bring the left hand, so I'm not mirroring you, to a pocket here in front, cupping shape, and then a right hand to the earth or floor here, Bhumi Sparsva, which is earth energy. So just hold for a moment in this mudra, breathing in the power and core energy of the earth, her deep sensation of abundance. Bring the right hand to the heart and reach to the sky in honor of the sun, the solar energy that ignites also this third chakra, our solar plexus, the sky, earth and sky, the sun in the sky in its shining, bright, powerful, fiery energy. And then bring the hands to the heart center. We'll begin with the hands and knees position. So a little cat-cow here, moving the spine and then taking a little extension and flexion. Inhale and an exhale. Be sure that we're maintaining a lot of energy through the fingers. The arms are strong, bone stacking, wrist to shoulder, so there's a good alignment here. And the fingers are spread and pressing into the floor. We'll extend the right leg to the back edge of the mat and just press back into the heel so you get a stretch with the calf. And then coming forward again, moving back and pressing up into the, I'm pressing into the hands and lifting the hips just slightly. One more. Pause here, bring the right leg hip height, the left arm thumbs up, extending forward, and find length in the spine. So we're going to bring that about hip height, rotate inner thigh towards the sky, and pull up through the abdomen. Exhale, a little cross crawl action here, tucking elbow to knee. Tuck and touch if it's possible. Inhale, extension. Exhale to flexion. And one more. Keeping the right leg elevated, place the left hand on the ground. You'll pivot, so we're kickstanding the left leg and then reaching open to the sky in a side plank. Side plank, arm overhead. Keep the foot positions in front of you, not behind. So no sway back, long tailbone towards the back wall. And then release back to the floor. Extend the left leg to the back and we'll repeat the same thing, other side. Rocking, a little pulsation forward and back, just to start to energize the leg. And then we'll lift the hip height. Right arm forward, thumb elevated. Exhale, tuck and touch, elbow to knee. Inhale, to extension. Exhale, tuck and touch. Inhale, extension. And exhale, tuck. One more. Keeping the leg elevated, bring the right hand to the floor this time. And as you pivot on the knee, you bring that back leg to a kickstand. Keep this foot right where it is. Don't let it waver behind you. And then rotate by pushing into the floor, pulling in the abdomen, strengthening the leg out, lengthening the leg out to the back side, and then reaching forward. A long line of energy here. Bring it back to the center. And reach the right arm up. And we'll thread the needle. Rotate all the way down. I like to pop up under my fingertips. Draw the head of the arm bone back. Shoulder blade is moving towards the back body, towards the spine. And we get a nice rotation here. If this is comfortable, you could choose to elevate the hand and place it on the sacrum or inner thigh. Slowly unwind, bringing the hands back to center. Walk the hands forward And take it into a puppy pose, forehead to the floor, hips wide, breathing deep. You can stay there for just another moment. And then come back up onto the knees, Vajrasana. And plant the hands forward once again. Just going to move my hair out of the way here. Okay, and then we'll extend the left arm up and thread it through. Again, coming up onto the fingertips. We're going to anchor the head of the arm bone back, elbows lifted. Reach the right arm to the sky and to the back pocket, or all the way to the inner thigh here. Slowly unwind. The right hand back to the floor, helping myself up into hands and knees position. And then we're going to take a downward facing dog. Roll forward, undulating the spine, and then back, the hips floating forward and back. And forward. Bring the knees to the floor, lower all the way to the ground for a cobra. So the hands will be positioned, thumbs at the chest, mid-chest, elbows back. And then just start to shift the ribs forward and peel the shoulders back into a low cobra. Bring it down to the navel and then the ribs, and raise the hands off the ground. So we'll keep the tops of the feet down, extend the arms by your side, and then just take it side to side in a little playful airplane motion. And then release to the floor, turning the head to one side. Keeping the palms to the mat, forehead to the mat. We'll raise the legs, so it's here. Squeeze the inner thighs as if there's a block. And then peel the hands up, shoulders up, and extend the head forward. So we're in full Shalabhasana. Inhale here with a lengthening, and exhale, lower. Light touch down. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Keep the block, squeezing the inner thighs. So the inner thighs are definitely the warriors of the low back, so we want to keep those engaged while we're lifting, so we're not lifting in the low back. And release, last time up. And exhale to the floor. Again, shift the hips side to side. And then we'll bring the right arm forward. The left hand's going to remain right at your side, left leg elevated. So we'll do that cross crawl action. Inhale, lifting right arm, left leg. Left hand is velcroed to the thigh. Exhale, extending, and then release to the floor. Inhale, switch sides, lift. Exhale, extend. Inhale, lift a little higher. And exhale, release back down. Other arm, inhale, lift. Exhale, extend, hold. Inhale, raise. And exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, extend. Inhale, raise. And exhale, release. Now both arms come forward. Both legs lift. Inhale, hold. Exhale, extend. Inhale, lift a little higher. Keep the arms extended and release to the floor. We'll do that one more time. I know this is difficult, so breathe in. Breathe out. Firm the belly. Extend the arms forward, legs back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hold. Inhale, lift again. And exhale, release to the ground. and shake it out. So we're starting to really feel this all the way into the back. So we're working core today from our belly, the back side and the front side. So we just worked the back side, now we'll work the front side. You bring the elbows in Sphinx pose. Ooh, my back is nice and warm, that feels good. And we're gonna keep the knees on the ground, toes turned under, and then start to pull the ribs in, lifting the navel towards the spine, pushing the knees down and forward, and then broaden through the shoulders and hold here. So we just call this a roll up, or abs in low plank roll up. So the abs are really firm and lifted. Low back is not dipped here, but anchored, that tailbone towards the back wall. And we'll hold, lifting right knee off the ground, toe stays on the mat, exhale, lower, and then straighten left leg, inhale, exhale, lower. So come down anytime you need a little bit of a break. I'm going to do the full sequence here, which is about a minute. Inhaling, straightening, and exhale, lowering. We're doing that alternating sides. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Really pull in from the lower pubic bone to the navel. You want a tight band. Keep it out of your low back. Both knees lift, if you like, or keep the knees on the ground. Exhale, lower, and again, inhale, lift. Hold here, bring the right leg up, exhale, lower. So I'm just showing you different options. Left leg lifts, exhale, lower. Do not do this at the expense of the integrity of your abs. So this is just working our way up into a deeper connection with our core. And then gently release. Whew. Yes. If you get through that whole section, more power to you. That's an interesting scenario. So we're going to lie on the side, bring the knees in. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Excellent. Keeping the top hand to the mat. So I'm facing you, but my right arm's on the ground. And the elbows at about a 45-degree angle. So it's not straight back, that's too much, and it's also not here. I want the head of the arm bone in a neutral position, pretty open. Left fingertips on the ground, knees into the floor. And all I'm going to do is push down through the shin to lift and elevate the hips here. And I'm using the pressure of the hand to help me. And then I'll lower, but not all the way down, and lift again. Exhale, lower, inhale, lift. If you don't need the hand, you'll bring this hand to the waist. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Try to get the hips elevated as high as they can go. Exhale, lower, don't touch down. 10 times, 10 breaths. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. If you need more, of course, you'll want to straighten the legs. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. So this is an option. Or keep the knees on the ground. 2 more. And last one. Whew. And release to the ground. So where do you feel that? In your obliques, for sure. We're working all the way across the abs. So we're going to turn to the other side. I'll just flip around here so I can still face you. Again, bending the shin. I'm in a side plank, the hands at a 45-degree angle. Right hand to the floor, and that's going to help me lift the hips and get them elevated. Once I'm here, I really don't need the hand, so I can place it on the waist. Lower, inhale, and exhale. That's 2. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. You're doing well. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. And of course, if you want to take this a little bit deeper, the legs are straight. Watch the angle here in the shoulder. Make sure the elbow's far enough forward that it's not pinching in the shoulder. Okay, if you feel any pinching in the shoulder, bring the knees back down. Woo! Definitely getting a lot of energy there in the side. Awesome. And we'll come all the way onto your back. I'll flip this way again. And roll down nice and even. Bring the knees into the chest. Roll side to side. Taking a couple deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. And feet to the floor. We're going to take this out really straight. This is an elongated bridge. I just call it extended bridge. It's to wake up the posterior chain. So the arms are at your side. Roll the shoulder blades underneath you. Then pop the knees up to 10. I'm pulling the heels towards me. And then I'll elevate the hips as I pull the heels towards me. So I'm not pushing away. I'm pulling the heels this direction and lifting the hips. And just holding, inhaling and exhaling for 10 breaths again, which might be close to a minute. And anytime you're feeling this is difficult, just lower the hips down on an exhale. On an inhale, press back into the heels and come back up. So if you need a little break during the time we're here, take a little break. Otherwise, we're just holding. Inner thighs pulling down, out, up, the heels drawing towards the glutes. And the chest wide and open. Relax the head. One more breath. And then release to the floor. And you should feel that behind the hamstrings. We'll just take the right knee in. Give it a little release. Extend the left leg to the ground. Bend the left knee. Straighten the right. And then bend the knee and bring it towards the chest. And release. Second side, left knee comes in. Straighten the right leg all the way to the earth. Little stretch for the low back. And then bend the right knee, extend the left leg to the sky. Pull the knee towards you, gently. And then bring both feet flat to the earth. So this next exercise is a pelvic tilt. The arms stay by your side. You'll raise the low back away from the floor. So I don't know if you can see that, but I've got a lot of space here. My arm can fit. That's the inhale. On the exhale, from the top side, I'm going to draw the navel in towards the floor. Not so much squeezing the glutes, but from the top side. Inhale, release the abs. Exhale, contract and draw down. So inhale and exhale. When I'm working the front body, the abs here, it's always nice to sometimes exhale through the mouth. It goes a little deeper into the abs. And I like that. This is your power source, a reservoir of igniting your passion, moving forward with your ideas, and in a powerful way, being a co-creator in your life. Not waiting for someone else to make the move or do something for you, but going out and getting after it. Let's really get powerful in the core. Good. That, bring the knees to hover over the hips. Draw the navel to the spine. So I want to keep the low back on the ground here. My fingers can't fit through. When I exhale, I'm going to touch the toes to the ground, keeping the low back on the mat. Don't let it raise up. So inhale is here, exhale, toe touch. Do not let the low back raise. Inhale. 10. Inhale. Exhale. 9. Inhale. Exhale. 8. This might look easy. And if you're not pressing the navel to the spine and keeping that low back down and you're popping it up, then yeah, it is easy. But this is to work your core. So see if you can keep the pressure the same in the low back with the knees up as with the toes down. And if you want more, you can extend the legs out. Keep that low back in the mat. So I want to keep pressing into my fingers. Down, down, down. Hollow out the belly. Keep it strong. Okay, so you've got two options here. Toe touch or extended legs. See what works best for you. Any combination as well. 2 more. That's the exhale. Inhale, pull it in. Exhale, extend it out. And inhale, bring it in. And you should feel a really good burn or a glowing ember in the power center. It's really starting to get that energy moving. Excellent. Bring the feet to the floor. And take bridge. So it's a bent elbow and hands in what I call robot arms. We'll just press down through the feet, tug the heels towards the glute, pressing down, and then lift the hips. Now if you feel like the heart is sunken and the shoulders are raised, which is common, push the shoulders down and the chest up. So we get a little more lift all the way through. And then you can bring the hands to the ankles. Keep the inner channel of the inner thighs dropping and squeezing in rather than bowing out. And hold. A nice thing to do would bring a block right underneath here and let your hips sit on the block. I'm showing you with my hands, so that feels really, really nice. If you've got a block or something to rest on, that would certainly be appropriate. And then gently bring it all the way to the earth. Hug the knees to the again and rotate around the sacrum. Reverse that action. And then we'll plant the feet as wide as your mat. Arms out, drop the knees to the right. Lift the right ankle to the left thigh. And bring the left arm overhead. So we're wrapping from left to right, feeling a nice twist through the abdomen, low back. Full deep breath. Releasing all of the work that you've done in the core, both the front and the back body. And bring it back to center. A little hip stretch. Oh yeah, it's early morning. My hips are a little tight. Gently release. We'll take that to the other side. Feet wide, knees dropping. And then again, I'm going to take, if you like, left over right thigh. So it has the action of gently drawing the hip away from the shoulder and really elongating this whole side body and the waist. And if you'd like, the arm overhead. Make sure the elbow and the wrist are touching. So if you feel like you're here, bring the arm out a little bit more. So we can really have it flush pectoral muscle and open the chest. Back to center. Knee to chest, hands wrapping around the thigh. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then gently bring the feet all the way to the earth. So Shavasana, just a little minute or two with the arms out, the feet extended. Take a nice deep breath in and relax to the floor, breath out. Be gentle with the body and the mind as you completely relax in Shavasana. So you'll stay lying down and very purposefully allowing the whole body to be at ease and at rest. So going through the fingers, the arms, the neck and shoulders, the head. Release and relax. All the way through the torso and the body to the legs, the hips, and down through the feet. From head to toe, gently relax. Stay as long as you like in this quiet reverie, beautiful meditative state, Shavasana. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your practice, and thank you for joining me today. Namaste.